Hey guys, Croc36 here. I just want to do a quick video of War Room. We've got some rail situations here that I think are pretty interesting, and so wanted to sort of explain them. So rail is pretty powerful in the game and incredibly easy to break. So let's take a look. So Moscow, the Axis, bombing Moscow. This is so essential I can't even tell you. So I'm the Allies, and I've got all these troops. They're all ready to go. Europe is in my hands, and yet, take a look at this. So if they were in Poland, they can't move. If they're in Germany, they can't move. And he tried to bomb Bulgaria, Romania last turn and failed to make it. He 4 dice and didn't get what he needed to. If he had got that, then anything on this side of the board, Paris, Rome, would have been inert. They wouldn't have been able to move because there would be this line. Now notice this, I grabbed Turkey so that I could get my troops to Iran quickly, because India is bombed, so you can't go to India. So if you grab this corridor right here and bomb this, you are stopping, the huge production factory in France, the huge production factory in Poland, and then you're really dividing the world. Moscow is dividing the world. Check this out. I made an order last term for 79th moving to R13. Here's a rail. But look, the rail goes to Urals and stops. You have to go through Moscow. I wanted to go a couple turns to Kazakh, but I didn't write a false order for it. But the rail goes through Moscow. So Urals is really good. That's a handy rail system. I spent a lot of money to get back on the chart all the way to the blue. Spent a lot of troops. The troops I have on the board is because of my wild spending on keeping all of my people out of the orange. At one point in time, America was in the orange. So using rail is pretty important. I did use the move up to West Canada, and then you can get to, instead of A3, you can get to A2. Check that out. We got a Italian troop that's about to land, and I'm going to let him land in Canada. I think I can easily take care of it. But he's in mass desertion right now. So those troops are going away. So anyways, I just want to do a quick little video about how to disrupt rail systems. It's really incredible. Like I said, Moscow is so important. If you wanted a complete cut right here, Archangel and Moscow would do it. But Moscow itself is really quite important for rails. And over here, again, we have the most allies are going to think about bombing Germany. 1 token in there. And then we have Poland and Romania. And then you can't get rails out there. Or the allies coming in and bombing Germany and Poland and Romania. Because Romania can easily be bombed from Egypt. So, no, it can't. Sorry about that. They can be bombed from where? Nope. Caucasus. Yes, Caucasus. Could bomb Romania. So those two could easily be bombed, and then of course you could bomb from Poland. So you have a nice cut in the rail system here that would isolate the Eastern Front. So could be useful for the Allies, could be useful for the Axis. Yeah, all right, guys. Just want to do a little bombing video. The value of strategic bombing. Now, by the way, a lot of people are saying bombers are overpowered. Tom has bombed relentlessly and ineffectually. He feels like it just hasn't been worth it. There hasn't been one turn where he bombed a bunch of stuff and it was just like, wow, devastation. It just hasn't happened. All right. Croc36 out. In fact, you want to know the use of bombers I've used? I've sent bombers in to ground battles, and here's I don't know, you want to call it a pro tip or whatever, but I'll separate my bombers and my like I did here, separated unit 7 fighters, 5 bombers. you send these bombers in, they have to go air. So you got this large Air Force and you got these bombers. It's the worst of two situations. They have to go air because if the bombers actually hit, they're going to devastate the ground. But it's the best of situations for you because Reds are the hardest dice, the hardest units to hit. And so they have to go air with all of their Air Force, and you get to, if you have sufficient ground units, you get to go at them. And very likely they miss your bombers, and you take out their grounds. So just some ideas about bombers and rails. There you go, bombers and rails. Thanks, guys. Target 36. War Room out.